Hey everybody, and welcome back to Triggin-Awesome Math. I'm your host, Mr. Arithmetic, and today we're going to be working on all sorts of triangle problems. Let's meet our cast. First up is Anna Adjacent. Next, of course, is Naeem Cosine. And lastly, Miss Tiffany Tangent. Today we're going to be doing all sorts of new things, like learning how to calculate a cosine, sine, and tangent, and all sorts of special rules to help you keep going. Let's get started. I wonder if Naeem has any problems he needs help with solving today. Well, let's ask him. Hey there, Naeem, what are you doing?
Hi, I'm staring at the wall.
Oh, that's interesting. Why?
I'm trying to figure out how tall it is.
Okay. Well, did you know we can use math to figure out how tall it is?
It's 8 feet tall.
Well, okay, sure. How'd you know that? Well, that definitely wasn't there before. All right, well, Naeem may have ruined the fun, but we can still use math to go and figure out how tall it is. Let's say from the floor up to the ceiling is about 30 degrees, and that hypotenuse is 22 feet. Now, if we know it's 22 feet, then we can set up an equation that looks like cosine of 30 equals x over 22. Now, if the cosine of 30 is the same as 0.87, then our original equation now looks like 0.87 equals x over 22. But that's odd. If we solve that, we see that our x value is 19.14. That's almost 20 feet, way taller than 8 feet. Sorry, Naeem, but it looks like you were a bit off. Oh, look, it's Anna Adjacent. Wonder what she's up to. Hey, Anna.
Oh, hey!
What are you doing?
Um,
Well, did you know that we can use math to find the height of that mountain? It's not your best work, Anna, but it'll have to do. So, let's say that you wanted to see how tall it was. How do you think we'd do that, Anna? Okay, yes, we could use a ruler, or we could use math. Now, if we know that your stick figure is about 5 inches tall, and the hypotenuse is about 14 inches, and your stick figure is looking up at 30 degrees, we can go ahead and calculate it. But one of the important things about math is you never want to take more time than you have to. It's very good to save your time and conserve it for where you need it. So, we can use one of our special triangle rules. When we have a 30, 60, 90 triangle, we can see that our short leg and hypotenuse are almost double the value of the initial. So, our 14-inch hypotenuse is going to be double the length of our initial height, which would make it 7. But since we know that our stick figure is 5 inches tall, we have to add that on to our value and get 12. Does that solve your question, Anna?
I'm trying to figure out.
You're welcome, Anna. Let's go talk to Tiffany to see if she needs anything from us. Hey, Tiffany! 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 Forget it. Let's say that Tiffany might have had a question about that interesting triangular staircase behind her. If Tiffany's about 5 feet tall, then we can assume that she's almost 8 feet away from the end of that staircase. But how do we solve this if we don't know the angle to which she's looking up from? Well, we can use an inverse. So, if we set up an equation that says tangent of x equals 4.61 over 8, then we can reverse it and say the inverse tangent of 4.61 over 8. Now, if we calculate that, we see it's 29.95 feet. So there we go. Make sure you have your calculators on hand at all times, or math can kind of slip out from underneath you. As always, guys, I'm your host, Mr. Arithmetic, and you can find us same place, same time next week. Next week, we'll be working on pi. Not the delicious kind, the mathematical kind. Once again, from Anna Adjacent, Naeem Cosine, and Tiffany Tangent. We'll be here to help you with your math woes any day of the week. See y'all soon!